So I want to go ahead and make a quick statement about the whole Kuwait situation. Spoiler alert, I side with Kuwait, and I'll get into that shortly. For those that don't understand what happened, Kuwait and his friend Orion used to be friends, right? And over time they split apart and no longer became friends over problems that Kuwait talked about in his own video, right? And what happened is that Orion, back in February of 2023, came out and claimed that Kwite SA'd him. SA'd him. SA'd means, well, I can't really say or tell you guys what it means, because if I do, YouTube's going to take away my money. Basically, it's in the same category of being a pedo. It's definitely in that same category. Maybe less bad than compared to being a pedo, but still pretty bad, right? And as a result from this accusation from Orion, Kuwait lost over 100,000 subscribers, right? And there are some people saying, all right, well, we got to listen to Kuwait's side because you didn't provide a lot of proof. But at the same time, there was also a lot of people that like, oh, I am so sorry, Orion, that this happened. Kuwait's a horrible being. YouTube deleted his YouTube channel, you know? So there's like two types of group of people that people were like kind of on Kuwait's side or waiting for Kuwait's opinion. And then you have people that were straight up, you know, accusing Kwite of doing these horrible things and taking the side of Orion, right? And for a while, Kwite was really quiet. He said some Discord messages on his Discord saying that there was a response coming out soon. And yesterday, Kwite made a video, and the video is an hour and 40 minutes long. In that video, he destroyed all the arguments that Orion has made towards him. And immediately, the video was overwhelmingly positive, right? And at this time, Kwite was starting to get subscribers back. Well, it seemed like he was starting to get subscribers back. I'm not sure if he lost. I'm not sure if he has total losses, but you know, we'll see. Kwite, the video that Kwite made is overwhelmingly positive, and people started calling out Orion for the false accusations, right? And after looking at all the evidence, I want to say that yes, I do side with Kwite, and that Orion should have never made those accusations, right? Let me tell you guys the current status of YouTube right now. So if you're a content creator or a YouTuber, well, this can apply to fans, really. If you have someone that you do not like, if there's a creator that you do not like or hate or want to destroy their career, the best way to get rid of someone's YouTube channel, to destroy it, is to make false accusations. Here's the reason why making false accusations is the best way to get rid of YouTube channels, right? Because if you make an accusation as extreme as, let's say, being a pedo or essay, right? A lot of people will not ask for proof, right? A lot of people will just take your word and just start canceling whoever it is. And then unfortunately, that is super, super sad. And a lot of these people, right, a lot of these accusers are very much aware of it, right? This is why I say it's really common to see YouTubers getting exposed for being pedos, right? And be granted, there are some cases like EDP or James Charles that they actually have been exposed for doing stuff that is not okay. But there's also other situations where someone might get accused of SA or being accused of being a pedo, which isn't exactly the case. For example, the Call Me Carson situation, right? A lot of people accused Call Me Carson for being a pedo, which is totally inaccurate and not true whatsoever. However, it doesn't mean he's not guilty in the long terms of things. Like, there's stuff that he is pretty much guilty of, but it's not enough for him to have his YouTube channel deleted or his career, or not to have a career on YouTube, you know? So a lot of careers like this, like accusations like this, destroy people's careers, right? And a lot of these people are are fully aware of the situation and take advantage of it, right? And I think personally, right, and this is just my opinion, I could definitely be wrong, I personally believe, because of all the stuff that Kwite has done to Orion. Like, what I mean by that is that since he removed his moderator on this Discord server, like, not being Orion's friend, Orion probably got very, very angry and just wanted revenge, and he just wanted to ruin his career. So he came up with this he just came up to make false accusations in hopes that it will ruin his career. In a way, he was actually successful in ruining his career, and I'll get to that in a little bit. So that's all I'm going to say there is that, yeah, there's a lot of people that would take advantage of the current YouTube system, because right now there's a lot of people, right, that will believe the accuser no matter what. Even if you don't share proof, a lot of people will believe the accuser, which is sad, you know, which is insanely sad, guys. Here on the Joey Gaming channel, when I talk about the situation, well, I don't really cover SA or pedo videos or pedo accusations anymore, but generally my policy was innocent till proven guilty, right? Like, if someone says, okay, let's take an example of the Call Me Carson situation, right? When I first heard of the Call Me Carson situation, I was very, very neutral, right? And I actually almost sided against Call Me Carson until I found out the age differences, right? And that's just a policy. Like, he was innocent until he was proven guilty, in my opinion, right? And I am glad that I didn't choose that he was guilty at first. I actually eventually sided with him being innocent, but that was a very controversial situation at the time. But yeah. Anyways, all I'm saying is that there's a lot of people that don't believe in innocent until proven guilty, and it just absolutely sucks because it takes one bad apple to say, hey, this person, you know, SA'd me or is a pedo, and you don't have to share proof, and people will just instantly believe you, and this actually hurts real victims as well, you know. If you actually have been exposed to SA or pedophilia, then the first thing I would recommend is not making a tweet about it on Twitter or making a YouTube video. The first thing you should ever do if you ever become a victim is report it to the police, right? Like, if you're actually been abused, right? Like, the first thing you should ever do is report it to the police or the authorities, because here's the thing. If your thing works, right? If your campaign to get this person canceled works, right? They're only canceled, right? They're only canceled. They just can't make money, which, I mean, it's still good if it's true. But the problem with that is that they're not in jail, you know? What I would recommend is that if you've been an actual victim is that you should actually go to the authorities first and actually report them to the police, right? And if you report them to the police, they're gonna and if it did actually happen, then they are gonna get arrested, right? And then after that, you can go ahead on Twitter and expose the person. That's what I would do. That's what I would suggest doing, because at that point you have already probable evidence that if that's good enough evidence saying, hey, this creator might actually be a creep because he actually did get arrested by the police, you know? But I don't know. It's just a better idea just to report it to the police first rather than making a tweet about it at first, you know. Also, that makes you liable up to lawsuits, like a defamation lawsuit. And honestly, speaking about defamation lawsuits, I definitely believe that Kwite should actually sue Orion over this situation. Like, honestly, we need to normalize YouTube creators actually, like, suing their accusers. Like, I'm talking about Call Me Carson suing. I'm talking about Dream suing. Oh, well, actually, Dream is actually suing. But all I'm saying is that we need to normalize creators actually suing their accusers for defamation, just so we can say, hey, guys, this is not okay, and YouTubers will fight back. Like, honestly, I know that lawsuits are not cheap and all, but honestly, I won't mind donating $10 to $20 to a YouTuber towards his or her legal fund if there is a situation that I believe is, you know, which is something I do believe is not true, you know? Like, honestly, we need to normalize creators to actually start suing, you know, false accusers, you know? And Kwite should open up legal options to sue him, definitely, because what Kwite has done towards, not Kwite, what Orion did to, Kwite is not okay. And even if his video was successful, and yes, his video is successful, even though that his video is successful, doesn't mean that Kwite's reputation isn't ruined, because here's the thing. A lot of people, right, are going to look at Kwite differently now. Even though that all the stuff about him is false, people are going to look at him as this sexual abuser, and this is going to affect, you know, new people coming into the channel, right? They're not going to subscribe because, like, wow, this guy might be a potential SA, you know, an SA abuser. And this is going to affect sponsorships too, because sponsors are going to be looking at the situation. The first thing that they're going to type up when they look up Kwite is that, oh, he's this, SAer, right? And they're going to, not give him sponsorships. So in a way, yeah, even though that this video has been successful, his reputation has been permanently damaged by the actions of Orion, which is totally sad. Like, honestly, Kwite, you should definitely sue Orion because of what he has done. And yeah, so anyways, guys, that's my opinion, my statement. So if you enjoyed, like and subscribe, and see ya. And if you're an actual victim, please report it to the police first and not tweet about it on Twitter. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and see ya. Peace.